Hi, and welcome back. Welcome back to Mimi's Abundant Life. Today we're going to be talking about a very important prep and what to do with it. Hi, I am Sandy, and I am the creator of this channel, Mimi's Abundant Life. And when I started this channel, it started out 4 years ago, and it was just to have some fun, keeping my mom's videos and videos of my grandchildren and things like that in a safe place. So we figured YouTube would always be here, and let's hope it is. And since then, it's kind of evolved. Really, this is where I learned to prep, and I'm going to tell you exactly how it came about. During that winter of 2020, when most of us were staying home anyway, before we were told to, I was just watching a lot of YouTube videos. It was a big thing back then, just sit there and watch your videos, and people still watch television. But I stumbled across a prepper channel, and I did give him a shout out a couple of days ago, and I will shout him out again. It's Rudy over from Alaska Prepper. He really opened my eyes, and I have learned so much from Rudy. He is a total gentleman. He's very poised. He's very polished. He's very educated. He's just polite, sweet, generous, kind. He does all sorts of good works for people, charities, everything. You name it, and he does it. Just a real good human being. And I started watching his channel mostly because I picked up on how polite he was during his videos, and we were always referred to as ladies and gentlemen, and I was like, wow, that's nice, because you don't hear that too much anymore. So from him, I found a couple other channels, and I'll give them shout outs down the road. They have very big channels, and they have given to me a lot of knowledge, and I really want to give them some recognition, and that's why I will be shouting them out. But one thing I learned through all those preppers that I watched is you better have a good stockpile. You better have a good food stockpile, because you don't know what's coming. Now, you can break things down into category, by calorie, like protein, carbs, things that'll really sustain you and keep you going if a real true SHTF ever happened. One of the things any prepper will tell you to have, whether you do it yourself or you buy it: canned chicken. This, you can do absolutely anything with this. Now, I like my own canned chicken, but when I started buying this, I wasn't canning at that time. I was dehydrating, and I was learning how to can. And so I just bought a lot. And actually, I still got a couple more years left on these. So I bought a lot of canned chicken, and I've never really looked back. You know why? Because several times there were people that I knew were down and out, and I was able to pack together a real nice big bag with lots of good stuff. Some protein, some tuna, some chicken, and, just anything besides rice, beans, and pasta and jar sauce. Everybody wants to eat something different and something that's going to sustain them. So I stocked up on canned chicken. Now, I've gotten Swanson, and I've got this brand from Aldi. I cannot tell the difference. There's about a $2 or $3 difference in the price. Okay, so if you want some, you're better off going to Aldi. Now, after the disaster that we just got through with the government and everything that happened, I hope that people now realize how important it is to have a food stockpile in your home. You can make it as big or as small as you want. If you only want 2 weeks of extra food, go for it. Make sure that you have enough to get you through 2 weeks. Okay? And if you want to stockpile long term, that's when you get into your food grade buckets and just buying a lot more than 5 of these. So, canned chicken's really good, and somebody introduced me to it one time. They said, "Oh yeah, it's really good." I was like, "Well, I bought some, but I'm not sure I'm gonna want it. It'll be, if I'm dying, I'll eat it. Well, let me tell you, there's a lot that you can do with this. That person made me a chicken salad sandwich, and I thought it was great. I like it because I am allergic to seafood, and I can't have tuna. And I used to love tuna, but I can't have it. So the next best thing is chicken. So I make chicken salad with it. So you're probably going to say, okay, so what else do you do with it besides make chicken salad? Well, there's a lot of things you can do with canned chicken, okay? I'm going to give you a rundown of some of the things that I've done, things that I like and things that I don't like, okay? Well, first of all, chicken salad. That is number one. That is the best way to use your canned chicken. One of the best. It's one of the easiest. It is the most popular. Most people who like chicken salad. So, yeah, chicken salad. Another thing that you can use your canned chicken for is chicken fried rice. Okay, so you can just make your regular fried rice. What I do before I serve this is I drain out any juices that the water that's packed in. I rinse it a couple of times with cold water, and I just kind of like leave it in a little colander to let it drain. And I just use it as if you would regular chicken. So you can use this for fried rice. Instead of tuna casserole, you can make chicken casserole. You can make chicken pot pie with this, and I've done it. I have done it. I made chicken patties. What else have I made? I've made chicken chow mein with it. I did it with the canned chicken and home canned chicken. I made a real nice, like a buffalo cheesy chicken spread. I made that a couple of months ago. So that was when I was doing football food, I believe. So that was more like a spread. You could spread it on crackers, celery. You could use it as a dip. You could put it on a bun, whatever you want. You could also, if you wanted, you could heat some of this up in a crock pot or on your stovetop. You could add some diced onion to it. You could add some barbecue sauce to it, some seasoning, and you have some barbecued chicken. Canned chicken, there's just so many things that you can do. I can't say enough. In the prepping world, we call this chick coin, okay? Instead of Bitcoin, this is chick coin. This is gold in a can, okay? This is so valuable and so important to have on your shelf. If you like chicken, if you don't, then you don't. Don't stock anything that you're not going to eat. But there are so many uses for this. You can just take this, you can mix it in with a regular salad. You could do a stir fry with it. You can, I would say, I think that you could do like a chicken chili type thing with some beans for some extra protein. There's a lot that you can do. So if you were going to use pork in place of something, or if you don't like beans, that's another thing. When I first started buying this chicken, I was like, well, I don't like beans. And I didn't like lentils. And so I figured, okay, I can't have tuna, so I'll just stock up on canned chicken. Well, come to find out, I tried beans. I like black beans. I like cannellini beans. I like lentils. What other beans do I like? Sometimes I like chickpea. It depends. To me, chickpea is hummus. Okay, heavy hummus. That's how I get my chickpeas. But yeah, I have a stockpile of chicken breasts, and I like to use it. I use at least a couple of cans a month. It's quick. It's easy. Makes a great chicken salad. I can post some recipes sometime. And I could just go through a list of recipes on what to actually make and how to use this in your everyday recipes. Yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy canned chicken. I like it, store commercially canned, and I like it canned myself. When I do it myself, I don't add any sodium. So the only thing is you're going to have to be careful with the sodium. But the one I get is also 98% fat-free. and there are no preservatives. So this is just chicken and water. That's really all it is. Let's see. And they add salt. They do add sodium, so let's see. Ingredients: cooked chicken breasts with the meat, water, less than 2% of the following. Okay, they put in modified cornstarch. I don't know why. And salt. I don't put the cornstarch, I don't put salt, I put nothing in mine. Mine is a little bit better, so if you want to home can it yourself, get yourself some mason jars and, you know, make sure that you're following a safe recipe and you can can it yourself. I'm telling you folks, get yourself some canned chicken. I don't even think this is $3 at Aldi's. If you could get 1 can a week and just throw it in the back of your pantry, you can end up with a little stockpile of some real good protein. And this can is 12.5 ounces. The size has not changed at Aldi's. They have not added more water and less chicken. This is the same amount of chicken that you got 5 years ago. So shop for sales if you have an Aldi near you, or a Price Right, or a Save Right, or a Save a Lot. Look for their own brand if you want to try it. Buy 1 can and try it. And if you don't like it, then you know not to stock it. But if you just want to take a chance and say, I better have something for an emergency. Because you know what? When you're real hungry, you'll eat it. If you're hungry enough, you will eat it. I like it for the convenience. And I like all the different things that I can do with it. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Do you like canned chicken? Do you buy it in the can? Do you can it yourself? Is it something you've ever tried? I am open to any ideas that you have, any recipes or any other ideas. I guess you could even make like a chicken and dumpling with this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's lots you can do. All right, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of canned chicken to keep with your preps for SHTF. Don't forget to hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I will catch you on my next video.